This is the Studio Series Arcee from the Bumblebee movie. The figure has a nice retro aesthetic, giving a callback to the original Arcee, while still having a nice modernized look that fits the Bumblebee movie. If I look tired and unhinged and if my voice sounds raspy, that's because I was just at Holiday Matsuri.
And I'm still recovering.
Now, I've never owned a Transformers figure before, and I hear they're pretty cool. First, let's take a look at the packaging. Here you have some nice artwork of Arcee. Here's a look at the side, the other side, and here's a look at the back. Now, she here turns into a motorcycle. There's also words on the back, like big screen inspired, Cybertron Falls. I'm assuming that's like Niagara Falls. 23 steps, backdrop included. Arcee loses contact with the capital as the Autobots are overwhelmed by Decepticon forces. Yeah, that's great and all, but we still need to open the figure. So let's open it up. Now let us free her from her bondage. Packaging. Here is the figure. Here are the instructions. Here is the backdrop it comes with. It looks nice and actiony with some Transformers on it. And I think that might be Bumblebee in his Cybertronian mode. And here are the two accessories it comes with. Now the first thing we want to do is just bring these in right there. And another thing you want to do is bring these parts on the legs out on both sides. So that way she can actually stand. Because if you don't do it, she falls over and everyone on the planet dies. Is that what you want on your conscience? If not, then make sure to do it. You wouldn't want all these animals to die, would you? Like, look at that. Look at how cool that is. Look at this bird. And look at this. And look at what this is. I don't even know what this is. And it looks cool. If you don't want these animals to die, then you should subscribe to my channel. And maybe my Patreon too. A big pet peeve of mine is that I feel like the figures should already come out of the box like this. But I do understand that sometimes it's just better for the packaging. Now, the right foot on my figure is very loose. So I'm giving this figure a 0 out of 10. Hasbro, fix your quality control issues. Now, the design and aesthetic of this figure is really nice. I really do like this particular mold of Arcee. It has a nice look with a feminine design to it, just like your mom. All the colors and paint on here look great. She has a nice pink Autobot logo, because I guess you couldn't tell she was a girl otherwise.
Well, in case you forgot that she is a girl Transformer.
I really need to come up with more original jokes. There's some nice mechanical detail on the legs there, because it is a robot. The inside of her legs also have a good amount of detail. That gunmetal gray looks great on it. Since it's a deluxe class figure, it feels pretty small, but it is pretty nice. You know, maybe I could put that on my Tinder profile. Here's a closer look at the head. You got that upside down triangle at the top. I'm not the biggest fan of her face. I feel like it looks kind of weird, and her eyes look very lifeless. If you zoom in on her eyes though, they do have mechanical detail. I do really like the mechanical designs on the neck. She does have some nice detail on the top of her head, and some small bits of detail back there. She's got pink around where the ears would be, and she also has an antenna. There's some more detail on her arm there. Here's a look at the back of the figure. She does have a backpack, but it does look very clean. Here she is next to Studio Series Bumblebee, Studio Series Sideswipe, Studio Series Starscream, but this one is Voyager class, so there's gonna be a size difference. Here she is with Studio Series Hot Rod, the optional Attack Girl. I'm not sure what this Transformer is. Now, the articulation on this figure is pretty good. These right here are on a ball joint. Her head is also on a ball joint, so she can spin her head all the way around. She can look up and down, some side to side tilting. Her arms are on a ball joint, so they have a good range of movement, but these pieces do get in the way. But if you move them out, she can move her arm all the way back that much. And this is how high her arms can move. They can come out, rotate all the way there. The biceps also have rotation. The elbows can bend. The arms can move in and out. The waist can spin all the way around. Her legs are on a ball joint, so they got a good range of movement. They can move back all the way there, out and to the side, and then forward all the way there. She's got a knee bend. Unfortunately, no thigh rotation. The feet can move back and forth, and they can move inwards. Here are both of her weapons. There's nothing too special about them, but they do have some detail on them. Just simply place them in her hands, and she looks pretty great with her weapons in hand. And she's able to hold them pretty well. Along with that, you can take them out, and this right here is for weapon storage. So you just peg it in there, and then the other one in here, and there you go. And there's 2 slots, so you can put them in any way you want or on either side. Now let's move on to the transformation. First, it's good to make sure you take out her weapons, then bring in both her feet like this, then push it out like that, then turn this around and bring it in here. Do the same for the other side, then go ahead and snap those wheels together, split the back and chest area, bring her head back there for now, and then bring these out. Now pull all of this out, then you want to get her head in there like that, that and close that. Spin her waist around. Now you just want to peg these pieces into place like this. And now tab the chest area in here, just like so. Now bring both her hands in like this. Now make sure the arms are in this position. Now bring these in around. Same with the other side as well. And now just tab it into place like here on both sides. Now here is the vehicle mode, and I do find it to be a little bit lacking. The front and side areas look pretty good. However, I don't really like the back. I really don't like how the hands are just super visible and go in like that. It is very distracting, but since it is technically a Cybertronian mode, you could argue that it doesn't really matter. But you know what? That's a cop-out answer. I think it looks very awkward like this. Now you are supposed to put her weapons in hand like this, and that covers up the hands more, making it look a bit better. Another thing I don't like about the figure is the faux wheels right here. Instead you have actual tiny wheels next to them, and the front wheels right over here, only these parts actually move. And the figure doesn't really roll around too well. But those are really my only major complaints about this figure's vehicle mode. I do like all the details in the Cybertronian mode, and it does look very Cybertronian, so you can get away with it not looking like an actual Earth bike. I like the blue tinted window right here. The color scheme on here looks nice. Once again, there is a bit of an homage to the original G1 vehicle mode. Here's a look at the underside, not too bad there. You got that nice gray over there, and the Autobot logo shows on the backside as well. And overall, not too bad of a vehicle mode. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my other videos right over here. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and comment below on what other figures you'd like to see me review next.